How do I get unique ideas for blogging? Be independent. One common system of generating ideas is to see what other bloggers are written about and what motives are creating a lots of interest. This can be a helpful way to come up with ideas, but frequently you will find that the finished product isn't variability original. Occasionally, you may be suitable to put a new spin on an old subject, but your most creative ideas are doubtful to come from other blogs. We should all be laboriously reading on a regular basis, but do not make your diurnal reading the primary source of your new content generation. Get particular. Write from your particular gist. I'm sure you have a lot of gist that relate to the subject of your blog, and your own gist are going to be more unique than some other effects you could be written about. One of the reasons there's so important repetitious content online is that a lot of people write about what they read from others rather than writing from their own gist. Communicate. Lately, we published a composition about brainstorming ways for bloggers, so I won't get into ways here. However, unique papers brainstorming is a must-have if you hope to regularly produce quality. It's one of the most effective ways to produce your own ideas and stand out. Keep a journal. As you are coming up with ideas, it's important to write everything down. An idea journal is ideal because it gives you one place to keep all of your ideas and deficient studies and systems. A simple spreadsheet is a handy digital solution to the journal. It's variably easy to forget your ideas if they are not written down. With a journal, you will always have at least a many implied post staying to be written. Without keeping a journal, you are more likely to feel like you have nothing unique to write about and resort to creating the same kind of content that every other blog is using. Keep an open mind. Don't exclude an idea for an implied blog post. If it doesn't come together, write down. Take a look at some of the other ideas you have written down and see if you can combine ideas to make a more complete composition. Some of your stylish ideas will presumably take a little redundant work to formulate into a good post. Take a stand. Some of the most unique and frequently the most constantly visited blog posts go against conventional thinking or oppose the majority opinion. Try writing from a perspective that doesn't go on with everyone differently, and you are granted to be more unique than the others. This is also a great way to attract business, because controversial posts trend to get a lot of shares and links because people talk about them, whether they agree or not. Expand. If you have been blogging for any significant length of time, you presumably have a number of ancient posts that could be expanded upon. Sometimes go back through your libraries and look for posts that could be the starting block for new and separate ideas. Look for those that advance themselves to be streamlined. You may have written a post in the history that covered a kindly general content. See if you can concentrate on one specific aspect or point of the composition to find new ideas. Dig deeper. Write about a little given aspect or commodity that's covered a lot. Find a hot content in your niche that you know well, while other bloggers are just writing about introductory general information. Go one step further and give your compendium information that they are not changing anywhere else. However, you are likely to profit from a jump in business if the content is formally getting a lot of interest and you are suitable to give further further details and knowledge than others. Know your subject. Without substantial knowledge, all you have suitable to write about is introductory information. You don't have to be an expert on the subject right now, but you at least needed to be willing to constantly work on perfecting your knowledge so that you can ultimately get into this point, and you need to have some tolerance until you get there. Break problems. One of the stylish ways to produce unique content is to concentrate on your working the problems of your readers. However, they obviously aren't apprehensive of a suitable result, or they wouldn't have the problem in the first place if they are floundering with a problem. However, and they will remember you. If you can give that result, you will be the first to do so. Act snappily. Do not sit on your stylish ideas. Someone differently may beat you to the punch. About a month ago, I wrote what I allowed was enough good post, saved it, and got it ready to be published in a week or so. Literally the coming day, I saw a nearly identical post on a variability popular blog. My post has no way been published, and I will now have to do some touch-ups if it's ever going to be used. However, mine would have come first, and I would not have missed out on a good occasion if I had acted hastily. Plan ahead. Sitting down at the computer with 15 twinkles to produce and publish a new blog post is nearly granted to force you into using rehashed ideas. By planning ahead, you can come up with ideas and lay out your blogging schedule. It can still be flexible, but it helps to have effective layout and to have many agency posts ready to go at any time. This will give you the time you need to make sure that your content is unique before it's published. I know this is kindly in contradiction to my point about acting snappily. It's a fine line, one that I am still working on. There needs to be sufficient planning to allow for the stylish quality post to be created. But you also need to have the inflexibility to push the plan away temporarily when a great idea comes up. Give yourself some freedom. Do you post on a regular schedule? While I suppose regular advertisement is a good practice in general, it can at times hurt your creativity. However, take a little bit further time than usual to develop your studies. If you don't have anything worthwhile advertisement, do not put yourself in a box as far as what motives you can and you can't write about. Give yourself with the freedom and inflexibility to move with your ideas.